Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Thanuja. I'm from Electronics and Communication Engineering, and today I'm going to interview a very good friend of mine, Haritha. And today the interaction is about the most prominent skill, English. And she is the best speaker and one of the best speakers I have known. She bagged a lot of medals and laurels in debate and elocution at mandal and district levels, and I'm very excited to interview her. And welcome to the interview, Haritha.
Thank you. Thank you for the
Okay.
great introduction of mine. I didn't expect that.
Okay. Okay, Haritha, without any delay, let's get into the interview. Shall we start?
Why not? I'm looking forward to.
Thank you. As I mentioned earlier, you are the best speakers I have known. Hmm, how did you equip your skill with in your life? How did you?
I think that I still have to figure out how did it actually start.
Okay.
But I think it actually started through the public speaking. As I'm very interested in public speaking, I used to participate in a lot of debate and elocution competitions. Wherein someday, of a fine day, I found myself sitting with something like a sad face that I didn't get the prize due to lack of opinion.
Okay.
Then I just realized that just by hurting the content from the internet and producing it in the public, I think that
Doesn't
actually
work at all.
doesn't make sense at all. So
Okay.
that's when I realized that I should have an opinion, and it's not enough to have an opinion, but have a skill of expressing the opinion that has formulated in our brain is actually important. So then I decided to speak English, and thereon I started speaking English with everyone, with my friends and with my family, no matter how they react to it. And thereon I started reading a lot of books. That's all. That's all I did. I didn't actually go for any other sophisticated methods of learning English. Yes.
Okay, Haritha, why do you think English is essential nowadays?
It is essential, Tanuja, since the first reason is being that it is an international language of communication. And when you look back just the past years, we can see that there was the days wherein your intelligent quotient was measured for an employability. But today we can see the emotional intelligence has been dominated that intelligent quotient. So it's a lot more now. It's a lot more about the relationship building, teamwork, and your social skills and the confidence and your decision making skills as well, which all constitutes the communication. So obviously the communication, the for the now when we coming to the part of the communication, English has been centralized since it's a global language. Hence, we should, not you, everyone should acquire the proficiency in English in order to get well paced with the competitive contemporary world.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Haritha, according to you, what are the misconceptions of language?
Oh my God, there are a lot of misconceptions for an English, speaking. First of all, you should be from a good background English medium, like since the childhood. That was the misconceptions. That is just like a disbelief that makes no
Yes.
sense at all. It has been that if you wanted to start with the newspapers or the news channels, or you just get that book and just by heart it, do grammar, get well versed with the tenses and everything of that sort.
Okay.
So which actually seemed very ruthless to me.
Okay.
So which is standard as the misconceptions of mine. So those doesn't matter at all. The first thing is to have the interest. First of all, if you have the
Yes.
passion to develop the skill, not learn the skill, it's
Develop.
not a subject to learn, a skill, and also provided practice. Because if you, as long as you write, you can only develop a skill of writing. But if you start to speak, you develop the skill of speaking. So I would advise everybody to speak without just thinking about these so-called misconceptions. Yes.
Okay. If I asked you to suggest something about the skill, what would your tips to the beginners?
Beginners, the first thing is there is no word called beginners, because we have been learning since our childhood, like A for apple, B for ball. So we have begun our preparation since
Yeah.
childhood itself. So all we have to do is to practice.
Yeah.
We have the enough knowledge, we have the enough number of words in our mind to utilize.
Yeah.
Just utilize those words in your daily language. And if you just observe the speakers, be it in mobile or even when your teacher speaking in English, just observe it. Not just hear. If I said listen, I really mean it.
Yeah.
Observe it, immerse through every word, just get through every word. Then you can easily understand the sentence construction. The moment you understand the sentence construction, you can easily spot the mistakes that you're committing in your learning or in your speaking. So then you can easily spot the mistake of yours and rectification, because rectification and learning would go hand in hand. Just not like, okay, I learned this book, I have known the 1,000 words of vocabulary right now, I can be a good speaker. That doesn't work. Yes. So that's all bullshit. So all you have to do is to observe and thereafter reading. Whenever you read, we have to read the novels, just read the textbooks. When you're reading the textbooks, make sure if you don't understand the word, you can just refer to the dictionary. And as soon as you learn the new word, just utilize it until your mind gets accustomed to that word. That's all.
Okay, Haritha. Okay, tell me, what do you do to improve your skill every day?
I think it's my hobby.
Oh.
I love exploring the people and the different perspectives. Thank you. So I have to, get connected with the people first of all, my social circle. And the second thing has been the most important thing, which has played a crucial part in my speaking, is that watching TED Talks. Oh. Since I love different perspectives, I would like to watch different speakers on the TED Talks, which they are expressing, describing some concepts. It may not be about the academical one. It might be on the personal problems or anything, or fashion or anything. I would actually listen to that, and of course the podcast. I love podcast and all of that. And the third thing is that most important thing I actually forget to mention to all the beginners, is that self. Just at least speak to yourself in the mirror. It actually improves not only your language but also the gestures and also your signal language. Yes, of course. So self-talk is very important. Thereafter, all the reading and referring to the dictionaries, I do all that stuff.
Okay. Haritha, we come to an end. This is the last question for you. What are your final words on the skill?
On the skill?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever we is the significance of English.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's knowledge. Always, even though if your language is good, it only shines through content. Oh. So also work on your content, work on your subjects as well. It's only the point of the language is only shines through your content. The first point is that. Second is learn English, because today's competition is cutthroat. In order to keep a pace with them, you have to be good at every aspect of it. So English has to be your asset. Yeah. And finally, my words to you is my words to you, Thanuja, is that learn the language not because it is an employability skill. Yeah. Learn English not because you can look down upon the mother tongue. Learn English not just because you can just get to your friends in a stylish way. Yeah. Definitely. Learn the language, but learn the language to give voice to your inner opinions that are shaped inside your mastery mind. So yes, give a voice to your opinion inside. So learn the language and fight with the contemporary competitive world. That's all.
Okay, Haritha, thank you very much, my friend, for sharing your experience and giving your valuable words. It is such a nice and memorable interview for me.
It's my pleasure.
Thanks a lot. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.